According to research, garri or cassava is originated from Brazil, especially from the central west, the northeast, the Amazonia and the rest. So it was planted there, and people in Brazil they eat it, they like use it to make a different kind of meal. And it is a kind of plant, as we all know, cassava can grow in it can grow under any condition, whether it's raining or whether the season is hot or the season is cold. It will survive. So because it can survive even when there's drought, they feel like, okay, this plant is going to survive. It is one of the main staple meal in Brazil. So when the Portuguese came to Brazil, they see that, okay, this plant is going to be good. Oh, let's take it. You know, now all these white people, when they see something that they feel like is good, they always want to take it. So the Portuguese, them now, when they came, they took this plant and they took it to West Africa. Okay, so while they were roaming around, going with the gragari and putting it around to the West Africa, and eventually it landed in Nigeria. So a lot of country eat cassava lately, and if you are as a Nigerian, I always believe now that this cassava now we get time, but now we get them. But it is shocking to know that, okay, this is not our food. Actually, it was brought by the colonizers or whatever they call themselves. So if you are coming to Brazil, one of the things you don't want to bring is cassava or gari or anything, because we have it here in abundance. Like, it is plenty. In fact, they eat it in different ways in Brazil. All the food in Brazil, you be eating garri, literally they call it farofa, or garri is farinha de mandioca, but when they already make it, maybe they put some spices, then they call it farofa. Yeah, is it farofa? Yeah, that's what they call it. So if you are coming to Brazil, you don't have to bring garri, they have it here, okay? So another thing you don't have to bring if you are coming to Brazil is palm oil, like red oil. Okay, if you are coming to Brazil, you don't need to bring red oil, you don't need to freeze oil and bring. You can literally go into the store and buy oil from the shelf, like they have it plenty, and it is really cheap, and it is very good oil. It is not oil that you'll be using and your tongue will be scratching you. It is good, and they make it in a way that, in fact, I have it in plan to visit one of the factory that makes all this oil. I want to see how it is really done here, because I've seen the videos and I see that, okay, the way they make it here is actually different from the way they make it in, even Gary. The way they make Gary here is different. If you taste some Gary, this is Jebu Gary they play. So they have it, like, it depends. They do it in different ways. So you might eat some that you will feel like this Gary is not, you don't. But if you eat some, if you want to enjoy, if you want to buy the best garri, make sure you go to the market. All these their street markets that they do once in a week. That is where you get the Jebu garri go. So you don't have to bring garri, and you don't have to bring palm oil. Another thing you don't have to bring is yam. Although the yam is not, they don't have the original yam that we have. They have the water yam, but this water yam, they are really really big. Have you seen a water yam that is as big? They are really big, and if you do not put it in your mouth, you will not know. Some, when you cook them very well, they will pass. You won't even know that they are water yam, but at least it's still better. If I feel like eating yam, I'll buy it, because it doesn't taste like the water yam. But me, I know that this yam is water yam, because there's a way that original yam will taste. I don't know why I'm calling it original, but there's a way that it's going to taste. Now you know that, okay, this yam is good, but they have the water yam here, and they are very big. I mean, they are very big and fresh. They also have what's this thing called? Cocoyam. Okay. For the Igbos that like to use cocoyam to make their ofe. What's bitter leaf? Is it ofe? I forgot. I should know that you guys use cocoyam to make a lot of soup. They used to make oha, bitter leaf soup, onugbu. Is it onugbu soup? So if you like cocoyam, you don't have to bring cocoyam powder. They have cocoyam. As I'm talking, I even have. I forgot. I have one cocoyam in the fridge. Hey, so I don't know why I put cocoyam inside fridge. I just bought one. I just dropped it there. So they have cocoyam as well. What else do they have? You don't have to bring. They have semo. Although their own semo, the normal semo in Nigeria, they now blend it. It is really really powder, and I love it. If you make it, you feel like you make pounded yam or pando yam. Really really smooth. You get it. They have semo as well. They also have what else? What else? They have bitter leaf in Brazil. They have bitter leaf. If you see bitter leaf, ask before you go and cut it, because I realize that most of them they plant it like flower around their house. You have to ask them, can I take some? They will ask you if you what are you using it for. Some of them are really curious. They'll be like, what do you need it for? Just tell them it's tea, or just tell them something. So make sure you ask for permission before taking it. Okay, they are fresh. If you see the bitter leaf tree, sometimes they are very very big. Some does not even have landlord. You can just take it. They also have water leaf. Me in my state, I'm eating water leaf. If I want to eat water leaf now, I know where to go. In my school, there is a they have water leaf, and some of them also use it as flowers around their house. But most of the time, you know how water leaf grow, that it just grow randomly. That those one, you don't really need permission to take them